See, ladies and gentlemen, is this Indian wannabe gangster. You know how in America you always talking about them going after the Mexicans and the drug cartels and the blacks, correct? But what if in the terrorists? But what if the real danger and the real threat to the United States of America was none of that? It was no Chinese, it was no Russians, it was no Iranians, it was no terrorists, it was no cartels or Latinos and MS-13. What if the biggest threat and the real threat to America was hiding in plain sight as something so innocent but so dangerous? Here you have this Indian gangster. You ever notice how every hotel you go to in America, behind the desk is an Indian? Like it used to be every gas station you go, there was an Indian there, but now it's a hotel and different businesses. You ever thought about that? How a travel center costs millions of dollars. Where are these people getting the loans to buy these travel centers and these hotels? Who is their plug? American veteran, a person that served in the military, goes to a bank to get a $10,000 loan to buy a car so he could transport his wife and kids from one place to another, and gets turned down. But yet, you got someone that don't even speak English getting millions of dollars in bank loan to start travel centers and hotels. How's that even possible?
Is concerned for air travel. And this time,
what you're going to see over here is a gangster, a demon-possessed gangster from India, Indian gangster. He didn't light his incense. I don't know which deity he was praying to out of the 100. But he was doing some demonic stuff and he got checked.
Violent altercation on board a Frontier Airlines flight from Philadelphia to Miami has led to the arrest of a 21-year-old Indian man from New Jersey. The incident took place on June 29th when a fight broke out between a passenger, Ishan Sharma of Newark, and fellow passenger Keanu Evans. The mobile phone footage shows the two engaged in a scuffle, grabbing each other by the neck as fellow passengers and crew members desperately tried to intervene.
It's not so much that he got beat up. You're gonna hear from a person that this Indian guy was provoking what happened prior to this incident, how this unfolded. This Indian guy was saying some demonic stuff under his tongue. Maybe he didn't light his incense because they like to light incense to ward off bad energies, okay? When you're tapped into, when you pray to 100 different deities, which is nothing, I'm a spiritual person. I like different deities, you know what I'm saying? But unfortunately for some, it said, listen. I won't go too deep into you, okay? Light incense. Maybe you didn't light your incense this morning, and he didn't light his incense, and then he was provoking somebody on an airplane, okay? When you're genetically weak, okay? When you got a poor diet, don't be provoking people like this, man.
Now, according to Evans, who was seated just ahead of Sharma, the attack came without warning. He told the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office that Sharma was returning to his seat when he suddenly grabbed him by the throat. For the assault, Evans even claimed that Sharma began laughing in a dark manner and made bizarre threats.
He was doing some dark laugh, like ha 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 ha, and he was saying things like, "You puny mortal man, if you challenge me, it will result in your death."
Now, Evans said he initially informed flight attendants about Sharma's behavior and was advised to use the assistance button if it continued. When the threats persisted, he pressed the button and stood up to confront Sharma. And that's when the situation really escalated.
kept threatening me with death. That's what made me get up and press the button above me. And I just turned around and I looked at him and I responded to him. A lot was going on. And immediately he just got up and he puts his forehead on my forehead like he was challenging me.
The brawl left Sharma with a cut above his left eyebrow and Evans with scratches on his face. Witnesses said Sharma appeared to smile and take selfies of his bloodied face after returning to his seat. Now, upon landing...
Okay, so after he got beat up, he started taking selfies of himself and his bloody face. Okay? Clearly, there's mental disturbance there. As I stated previously, he probably forgot to light up his incense. Okay?
Miami sheriff's deputies boarded the aircraft and took Sharma into custody. He was first taken to Jackson West Hospital for treatment and then charged with one count of battery. During his court appearance on Tuesday, Sharma's attorney claimed the incident began because Sharma was meditating and that Evans had taken issue with it.
My client is from a religion where he was meditating. Unfortunately, the passenger behind him did.
Now, the things that I've said is I don't know anything about this video, okay? I just came across it. I watched a little bit of it, but now the lady said that he was meditating. Bullshit. You don't meditate by calling people names and putting your forehead against another person and putting your hand on somebody's neck. That's what you call meditating? What religion is that?
Not like that.
The judge then set Sharma's bond at $500 and issued a stay-away order preventing any contact with Evans or his place of work or study. So while investigators